from what I understand, you were always a batsman and then picked up keeping slightly later on and then developed that skill set.
I mean, when I started off as a youngster, I was a leg spin bowler.
Sure.
When I played through the juniors, and then never really got a chance to bat because I was really small and couldn't really hit the ball to square. But technically very good. And then got a chance to open the batting in under 16s cricket. Steve Oldham and Rich Dams, Ian Dews were sort of instrumental in giving me the chance to open the batting, which was suggested by my then to be under 19s coach. He suggested that I get a chance to open the batting, and I never looked back from that. Went on and scored loads of runs in the under 17s competition, county age group, and then went on and then played a bit for Yorkshire 2s, made my debuts in the Yorkshire first team in the Pro 40 as an opening batsman, and then later decided I'd take up wicket keeping and managed to get into the first class 4-day team as a wicket keeper batsman. So yeah, it's worked out quite well.
And how did that development come to be?
Well, I mean, I'd always tried to be a leg spinner, really, as well as my batting. Obviously, the way the game was going, you wanted to try and obviously be good in the field and then good with either bat or ball or both. So I was trying to get in a team as a bowler, but I was never getting a chance to bowl in second team cricket. Obviously, with the amount of players we have at Yorkshire, it's always sometimes very difficult to get a chance to show what you can do, or you'd only get a ball when everyone else was not performing. So then you've only got one chance or two chances to try and make it, try and make it stick and show that you can do it. But they'd always go back to, the main spinner who's in the team to bowl spin. Obviously, I was in the team to play as a batsman, so it was always difficult to get a go. So I just one day thought, I reckon I could have a go at keeping. I've done it a little bit at junior cricket for my club when we didn't have a wicket keeper. And then I just mentioned it to Richard Dams, who is obviously academy coach at the minute at Yorkshire. And then I didn't really say anything. And then I think he mentioned it to Andrew Gale, who's coach, when Andrew Hodd was in his sort of last year, and Bairstow's obviously been with England. He said, "What do you reckon about taking up keeping?" I was like, "Yeah, go for it. Why not? Nothing to lose. If I don't enjoy it, then I'll just carry on doing what I was doing." But, I took to it really well, enjoyed it, always in the game, which is what I like to do. And then, just got my chance and took it, really. So, yes, sort of as simple as that, just literally took up keeping, and then Hod said he was retiring. So then I got a chance to do it because there wasn't really anybody else who was ready to do it. And I think the standard of my batting had helped me probably get into that position to get the chance. I kind of wondered why I'd never got the chance with just the bat, but I mean, in the end, I guess it's not really mattered too much. And I've shown that I think I can hold my own at first class level, so hopefully I can kick on whenever we get back out there.
How long did that transition take? I mean, that's quite a skill to be able to pick it up and then go straight into first class cricket with it.
Yeah, so I went straight into practice in sort of November, sort of once a week, with coaches that were coming in to help out, not just me, but obviously for Andrew Hodd, who was there as well, and the academy keepers who were there. So I just hammered as much as I could, and I was actually still practicing my spin as well at that time. So, because obviously I was trying to do everything I could to sort of get in the team or be ready to play if I got the chance to play, and whether that be a batsman, and then I might need to bowl a few overs or as a keeper. So at Yorkshire, they were doing sort of practice days. They were doing like bowlers, like spin bowlers, would bowl, like have a session for like an hour and a half. So I'd literally bowl for 45 minutes, and then I'd go and keep to the spinners as well. So I'd sort of be trying to do as much as I could to try and sort of catch up from all the years that I've lost, really. And then it was just literally a case of doing as much as I could. Kept when we were away on pre-season, straight into the second team as a keeper, and then got a chance to play in the 50 over competition. I think Huddy had had enough of the 50 over competition, and he'd not really. I think he was more interested in playing in the 4-day stuff, or just sailing off into retirement. I think so. He was obviously he was top class, and he was obviously really good for my development. Having him, he was probably, he's up there with one of the best keepers that there's been in the English domestic game. So that was obviously great to be able to learn some skills off him. So yeah, and then just got a chance to play, and they backed me in, and I did all right.
Fantastic. And obviously Yorkshire having their fair share of top fast bowlers. Was there anyone during your development who you found particularly difficult to keep too early on, or any spinners that you found difficult to pick?
I mean, being a spinner wasn't too bad. I mean, I kept a few times to Rashid in the 50 over competitions in the 2020, and it was difficult. If I, obviously with batters moving around and things like that, if I ever lost sight of his hand at point of delivery, then I was guessing a little bit on which way he'd be spinning. But yeah, when I could get a good visual, it wasn't too bad. But I think I struggled a little bit at the start in general, just because something that I'm not used to doing. So it's all about just trying to get as much volume in. But I think I did pretty well, to be honest, about how I went. Yeah, there wasn't anyone who was, too quick or it moved too much. I mean, the higher up you go in first class, and obviously in Test cricket as well, you see the ball wobbles around a lot. So just trying to deal with that was the most challenging thing. But I mean, even the most experienced of keepers still at times struggle with it wobbles. So yeah, I can't complain too much.